Hi, so today I'm going to talk to you about the extension, remodel and retrofit of a 1970 semi. This is our home to the north of Sheffield. I'm going to talk to you about some of the issues that we have with the house and how we set about improving those. This is the beautiful 1970 semi, a very typical 1970 semi before the previous owners lived in it. Had hallway, kitchen, front to back living, dining, and then 3 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs. It then had a 2-storey side extension and a single-storey sunroom rear extension. The side extension caused a few issues because this bit here, which is that bit of the study, meant that the kitchen was very dark and that they actually called it a dining room. The dining room was also very dark. They then put this extension next to the stairs, so that also became very dark because there was no windows. There were no windows to that all the way around, so that became very not a very pleasant place to pass through, and it didn't bring any light into the hallway downstairs. And then the sunroom was very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter, so not a very useful space. So we set about thinking about how we could improve the organisation of the space, improve its flow, add ourselves a ground floor shower room, utility room, think about how we could connect through to the single-storey garage, and then upstairs turn what was a sort of 3 and a bit bedroom house into a proper 4-bedroom house. Great, so the way that we set about improving the house was to, first of all, we didn't want to completely tear the house apart and completely lose its original character. So upstairs, we retained the organisation of the 3 bedrooms, but instead of having a full bathroom at the top of the stairs, we cut that down to a small shower room that allowed us to circulate around the stairs and have a bathroom in the 2-storey extension. We then had a larger 4th bedroom that sits over the top of what was the garage. And then in this hole here between what was the sunroom, there is now a nice single-storey extension. In this hole, we've got a utility room and a shower room off our main living spaces. So the playroom, or what was a dining room, sort of stays the same, but now has a window so it gets daylight. And then the living, dining, kitchen becomes this nice large open plan space. There were a couple of things that were really important as part of this. One was being able to arrive and get a view to the garden. So that's the back of that window there. And the view through is this. You kind of see through the kitchen and out into the garden. And then the other thing was, as I said before, because this had become so landlocked in the centre of the house, it was very dark. So now we have this beautiful set of roof lights and a plywood lined lantern over the top of the stairs. That means when you come to the hallway, so this is standing in the hallway looking up, you've got loads of light flooding down, so suddenly the house feels really bright, and you have these views out, whereas previously you didn't. We spent a lot of money and time on insulation and airtightness, but on square metre rates we spent about £1,000 per square metre on the retrofit and remodel, and then about £2,000 a square metre on the extensions. And yeah, that's very much in line with what we'd expected as a budget, although we did have to phase this over a couple of years to allow us to be able to afford it. In terms of the way that the building looks, so on the front we've got this, the side extensions are clad in this lovely grey sort of look-alike slate with some grey fibre cement panels. On the back we have this beautiful timber cladding which is very painstakingly installed by our joiners. Despite the fact that these are quite unusual materials, we got planning on first attempt. It's a sort of reasonably in-keeping and sensitive design, despite the fact it's very modern. So yeah, if you want to explore how you can improve the layout of your home and make it very much more comfortable, then please get in touch.